Hey, I'm winding down in the last night of IOLI. I wish that I could have gotten you a video last night, but I was exhausted. So, what are you behind on? I think yesterday I made bobbin lace most of the day, ran the booth, did a quick trip out for coffee, and then back to the sales booth. And then I finished with sales. We were on our own for dinner, so the sales booth was slow. Did a little shopping. I'll show you that when we get home. And then I hung out with Jean Reeves, who you met a couple nights ago, in her room. And honestly, I was too tired to do any homework, to do any knitting. I just kind of sat there and almost fell asleep. So I had a quick piece of quesadilla, and then I came back to my room and I crashed. I went to sleep. So after that, I slept all night. I woke up and almost slept in again, but got a quick trip for coffee. Did the booth for an hour, then went to class for an hour. Actually, I can show you today what I got accomplished. Not a lot, because bobbin lace is a slow craft, but I did a little bit of work on my chrysanthemum, and then back to the booth for lunch, because I couldn't eat. I had to work the booth. Then takedown, and I missed part of my afternoon class because of takedown, but I was pretty speedy and sweaty when I got done. And then back to class, and then I've been sitting in my room just exhausted for half an hour, and now I'm dressing for dinner. I'm wearing my palm tree dress with a sweater. Nothing fancy. All right, let me show you what I accomplished in my class. I'll have to All right, as I was editing this video together, there are some holes. There's some holes that I need to fill. First of all, I am going to put pictures of what I worked on, my chrysanthemum lace, right here. First one, which is at a distance, and then I zoomed in. This is a bobbin lace style of lace, and although you don't see the bobbins, they're there. I believe there are 24 pairs, if I remember correctly, of bobbins on this project, and the thread is sewing machine thread. So that's what I used. I'm also going to show you a few other photos. One of the there were two new people into bobbin lace that didn't have hardly any experience. One of them made a flower that was really cool, and I'm going to put that picture here as well as the finished flower example. And then there was another brand new student who did this work, and I'm going to put it right here. So all in all, it was really fun, and I wish that I'd gotten more photos, because the other gals, there was one gal who did the nicest, most beautiful tensioned chrysanthemum lace I've ever seen. I aspire to that beautiful lace. And then after I did the little preamble I talk about before this video, I then went to dinner and the teacher showcase. Now, I'm sort of really uncomfortable. Some of the teachers are really tetchy about showing their work on video. But I walked in and Jean Doig was doing Sprang, and they had this teacher this year teaching Sprang from Canada, and oh my god, I have seen Sprang before but was never super excited because it looked like a really dense thing. I had no idea you could do lace Sprang, but this teacher from Canada, it does spectacular. And the I'm on the second little video clip I show you after I talk to Jean Doig, those pieces of those examples that I show you, she is offering an online class right now, and during the class series, she sends you the loom and you make samples of those different kinds of lace. So I am really digging it, and I'm totally going to take that class. I'm very excited about the idea of that. So that is in the video, and then the final part of the video is us driving home and showing you a couple of clips of some of the snow we came through. By the most part, as I say before in the final clip where I say goodbye, by far the most of what we traveled in was fine. No problem whatsoever. All right, this is going to be hard, but we're going to do it anyway. All right, this is Jean Doig. Am I saying it right? Doig. Jean Doig. She's doing Sprang, and here, we're going to show you the Sprang. I'm going to turn it around. I know, don't they? All right, show me, Jean. See that? It's lace Sprang. Is that not the coolest thing ever? So cool.
And when you do it down here,
you get two of them.
You get mirror image on the back side.
So spiffy. It's noisy, but there's Jean again. And this is the kind of things you can do with Sprang. I'm going to take this class from the Sprang lady. I'll give you her details below. Hey, I made it home. I made it home and I've taken a shower. My hair's wet still. Yeah, it's chaos here in Portland. What a difference 7 days makes. I left and the weather was cold and I was looking forward to warm and sunny Southern California. And I did get 2 days of warm and sunny. One was with free time, which I was super excited about. I'm snuggled up in bed. We took off to drive home yesterday. Stopped in Woodland again. Took off today with an ominous feeling because word was that it was snowing on the pass. And I checked everything and it was like, not great. So we took off in the morning. We got up early, took off a little early. And then luckily, I hit a guy upside to Teslas. You stop to charge and you get to have chats with other Tesla drivers. It's not considered weird to say hello at the charger stations. So I said to a guy who obviously had come out of snow, hey, have you just come over Shasta? How was it? And he goes, oh, it's fine today. It was really bad yesterday. And so I was like, sweet. So I took off and we did our charging and took off over the hill, and Wairika, we hit Wairika, lickety split, and it was fine, clear, roads were dry. I did not see Mount Shasta because it was cloudy, which is bizarre. I didn't even see the exit to Mount Shasta. It's like we just like blew past it, and I kind of was looking for it. But we hit Wairika, and then the next leg, also cloudy, also periods of dry snow hitting us, but the roads were wet and or dry, alternating. And then we kept driving and hit one snowy pass, of which patch where I'm going to show you the video here where we hit snow, but the roads were still wet. It was just snowing and very beautiful.
Hadn't been there in the chaplain's office. Ah, she said. Well, of course, he wants something in return. He wants me to go and see his daughter and her 3 kids, give her a bit of support. Apparently, she's going through a bad time. She had taught a walkout. As I remember, he was always one for finding mates who could look out for him, like our old friend Superintendent Brace.
We took some video of that. I took a couple of shots of that. And then back to cool weather, a little bit of rain here and there, but that's it. And we're like, whoa, we got lucky. And then we hit it was Wilsonville. Wilsonville, the snow started, the road got worse and worse and worse, and it was at its worst in Portland. So I even hit the exit okay going to 217, but by the time we were up near the mall, it was pretty bad. So Jean and I, we decided to get off at TV Highway, and we drove the back way home with all the crazy people who don't know how to drive in the snow and are aggressive anyway and don't seem to understand that your car will keep going when you stop at a stoplight if you don't just ease off the brake and let it stop. But I made it. I'm home. I got home just fine. I am not unpacking my car. I brought in my backpack and my purse and my phone, and that's it. And I'm snuggled up in bed, and that's it for this trip. There will be rehashing. I will show you my pillow. I don't think I have yet. I can put a picture up right here, though. I'll put a picture up. It is very unexciting right now because it's just basically 2 petals. And that's it for this little video. Just a teeny tiny short one to tell you I made it home. Tomorrow I'm off to Port Townsend. Wish me luck. I hope we melt fast because I've got to load up the car for a wholesale trade show up in Port Townsend. They're having a sweater retreat. So I'm bringing yarn up. I hope I make it. I don't know. I'll text them tonight and see how things are going. But I've booked a hotel room that is non-refundable because they don't do refunds. So I'm off tomorrow. Alrighty. Bye. And just so I don't forget, remember to subscribe to this video if you haven't subscribed before. Ring the bell if you want to be notified when next videos come up. And give me a thumbs up or leave a comment and let me know if you're digging the Sprang too. Bye.